Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Happy holidays. Well, is it considered holidays now? Let me know if you can hear me and if you can hear the game music, please. Hi, Sugar. Hi, Say. Hi, Fuku. Hi, LP. Hi, Silent Salt. Please remember to keep the chat on topic. Doing good? I'm doing all right. I actually had the longest nap because I got lucky today. Work ended pretty early, so I came home and I immediately took a nap. I just collapsed into bed and I just fell asleep. You can't hear the game? No! Hold up. Bum, ba, bum. This is fine. There's music. Well, this is fine. This is everything's okay. Everything's okay. You know what? We will exit and then I will reopen it and hope that works. Thank you, Uriel. Hi, Uriel. Hello. Look at how cute this is. It's Santa Claus. Why can you guys not hear it? There we go. Can you guys hear it now? Yes. Yay! I'm glad you guys can hear it. Woo! Thank you for letting me know. Yum nap. Exactly. A long cat nap. I actually woke up feeling like I got a full night's sleep, which I guess isn't wrong considering how little I sleep at night. I had like a 3-4 hour nap. Is that considered a nap anymore or did I just pass out? How curious, your work ended early too? You know what? That's a win. That's a win. It's Christmas Eve. Unless you have like unless you have a different time zone, it's already Christmas. In that case, Merry Christmas. Is a nap an hour or under? If naps are an hour or under, I have never taken a nap in my life. All of my naps are me passing out for a couple of hours. The only difference is if I nap at lunch at work. In that case, I have to be up. Anyways, we're gonna hop into the game. It's gonna be another one of those finding ones, and we can yap while we do that. Oh. Here we go. I think I saw on the reviews that this game is actually pretty, like, not difficult, but there's like a good amount of difficulty. So chances are I may not complete it, but if I do, there is a DLC. So, and apparently the DLC is like 80 cents Canadian. So any Americans out there who wants to play this, it's probably going to be even cheaper. Anything over an hour is passing out. Oh, in that case, I've just been passing out. Oh, what? Why? Okay, hold on. This is cut off. Let me... There we go. I guess it has to be borderless. Okay. There's a timer? There is a timer! I didn't notice a timer because on my screen it was cut off until now. What is the timer? Uh-oh. Oh, it's the hint! It's the hint. I think if I need a hint, I can click Santa Claus down here. Oh my god. Melting snowman. Duck or goose. Duck. And airplane. Okay. Look, it's a little rabbit. The longest nap that Google throws is 9. Ooh. Okay, you know what? An hour and 30 sounds right for some of my naps. So maybe according to Google, I do nap. I don't just KO. Here's a snowman. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, it's just snowman in general. It doesn't have to look like that specific snowman. Okay. Oh, look, it's the reindeer! Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vincent, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Blitzen? Blitzen. You know, I was thinking that if because I've talked about karaoke with some of my friends, and it really got me thinking that some of the only songs that I would be able to sing during karaoke would mainly be Christmas songs. So catch me at karaoke singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Do you guys have a go-to karaoke song? Do you guys do karaoke? You passed out for like 3 hours and thought it was the next day and you were late for work. That sucks. But you know what? It feels really good knowing that you don't actually have to go to work. Oh, look at this set. Rabbits, duh. Hello? Was that even a choice? I have to find my brethren. Oh, look at her. She's just knitting. That's so cute. This entire image is so cute. I've always kind of wanted to draw something like this where everything's just kind of like thrown together. It looks thrown together. You know, like organized chaos? No, that's not an airplane. Airplane, duck, and wabbit. Christmas karaoke? I've actually never done karaoke before. Not with friends or anything. Is this considered a plane? No, I guess not. You like the YMCA? Fun fact, I don't think I've actually listened to the entirety of the YMCA song. Like the entirety of the YMCA song that I know is just YMCA. That's about as far as my knowledge of YMCA goes. You sing in your car, and that's as far as it goes. Do I sing? I sing in my room, kind of. Oh, look! It's the Statue of Liberty. It's the Eiffel Tower. Big Ben. I don't know what this is. Anyone know what this is? Is this Dubai? Is this somewhere? I recognize this. I don't know what that is though. And then I think this might be the Notre Dame. Maybe? It's Santa Claus. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. And considering I've never gotten a gift from Santa Claus, I must be on the naughty list every single year. No! Look at his gingerbread! No, poor thing. Organized chaos. Stop speaking here. I actually this might be, I don't know, is this a fun fact or not? Uriel came over to my house recently she's my beloved tech support. She came over to my house, and I actually didn't even tell Uriel this, but like the 10 minutes before she came, I spent like rushing around my room trying to clean it up because I had like a bunch of things on my desk, a bunch of things on my floor, and I was like, oh heck no, I'm not subjecting her to this. Like, granted, it's not like the worst, you know, but you know, it just feels better for me personally if I clean before someone comes over. Santa delivers to all kids on Earth. I come from. Santa knows that too. Dang, I didn't realize Santa took note of where we're from and was like, nah, she's not getting a gift. Dang it. No wonder all of my Christmas letters always got returned to sender. Where is it? Here's another duck. You know what I really like watching online now? Has angel trees always been a thing? But nowadays I've been watching so many people do angel tree gifting. It warms my heart seeing them do angel trees. Oh, I'm so close. If I hire a cleaning person to clean my house, would I clean the house before they come? Isn't that the same conundrum of like, oh, you're gonna go to the hair salon. Are you gonna wash your hair before you go? Or you're going to the dentist. Are you still gonna brush your teeth before you go? I think when I was a kid, I would brush my teeth before I went to the dentist. But now I have no time. I go to the dentist right after work and stuff. Anytime I have to make an appointment, it has to be immediately after work, so I don't have time to brush my teeth for that. Hair salon, it depends on how bad my hair is looking. Like if I just washed it like 2 days before, then I wouldn't. Or like a day before, sorry, not 2 days. My hair. But if I hadn't washed it in like a couple of days, then yeah, for sure I'll go wash it if I have time. So if I pay someone to clean my house, I feel like if I pay someone to clean my house, I would do it wouldn't really be cleaning. It would basically be putting away anything private, you know? You know, packing up some of the more personal items. Oh, there we go. Cat elf, bears, or horses. Let's do cat elves. There are 26 of them. Look at them, so cute. Oh, and did anyone get their shopping done in time? You see, my method of shopping is I actually have a really bad method of shopping, doing any sort of Christmas shopping. I basically just go into the stores and I throw a bunch of things into the basket. You know, like just nice things. If I see something nice, I'll throw it in the basket. And then I'll pay for it. And then once I get home, I will allocate it out to friends who I think it will suit the best. Of course, if I go shopping and I see something that will really suit someone, then I'll go ahead and get it and go like, okay, this one is for this person. But for everyone else, I'm the type of person who will prefer to give people presents throughout the year instead of specifically waiting for Christmas to give them presents. So for Christmas, I just kind of, you know, throw a bunch of things in the basket, allocate it at home, and then if I realize, oh, I'm missing something, then I'll purposely go out for that gift for someone afterwards. Picking up, basically, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I just find it, I don't know. I don't like waiting for a specific reason to give people presents. It sucks for my wallet because every time I go shopping, I'm like, oh, look at this black cat. I know who will like this, and then I'll immediately buy it. And I'm like, wait, now I have to figure out, do I just give it to them or like what's the situation? Hi Boogie! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Horses, skates, or soccer balls? Oh, it says Merry Catmas. Aww. Merry Catmas. Let's go with soccer ball. The poor elf having to deal with the mailroom. Soccer ball, rabbit, elf. Soccer ball, rabbit, elf. You still have to wrap them tonight before you. It was kind of funny. My one of my sisters loves wrapping gifts. So honestly, I bought my gifts and I had no time to wrap them. So I was like, hey, could you wrap this for me? I'm sorry to ask you this. Could you wrap this? And she was like, yeah, you're lucky that I like wrapping gifts. So I gave her all of my gifts to wrap. And then my other sister comes, like DMs me the next day going like, I need help wrapping gifts. Can you help me wrap gifts? So one of my sisters ended up wrapping my gifts and I ended up helping my other sister wrap her gifts. So in the end, for me, it was a net zero. I wrapped some and then I didn't wrap some. But I did so well wrapping gifts today. Oh my gosh. I was left with the tiniest... I used up all of my wrapping paper, so I was left with like a 2 square inch little thing of like scraps of wrapping paper. And oh my god, it was so good. I'm so good at using up those scraps. But that just means that one of the presents I wrapped is a patchwork of wrapping paper. But you know what? I'm saving the environment. You know, I'm not wasting any wrapping paper. So that's a win. Elf. You know, once in a while I get distracted yapping and then I realize I'm not actually looking for anything. So I probably missed a bunch of things. Oh wells. You win some, you lose some. Yes. Merry Catmas. You always just give it to them like, hey, here's this cool thing. Yeah, exactly. But I also feel really bad then because sometimes I'm like, oh wait, but this person has probably gotten like a bunch of gifts from me. But then this other person has gotten probably like 2 things from me total this year. Oh no, you know? I keep wanting to hit the turtle for the soccer ball. You're terrible at wrapping. Everyone does. The only thing I'm good at wrapping when it comes to presents is anything that is rectangular or like, you know, conventionally shaped. If something's not conventionally shaped, I will likely not be able to wrap it. I was wrapping something for my sister today, and that thing was shaped like a bow. So, you know, just kind of like a rectangle, but the middle was like indented both from the top and the bottom, and I was like, no! But I made it work somehow. with a lot of encouragement from my from my sister. Rabbit. What are you? What do you mean this is not a rabbit? That's totally a rabbit. And these two are definitely rabbits. Why can't I click them? Jerks. I mean, sorry, I probably shouldn't be insulting anyone during Christmas. You know what? This is me anytime I go over to a friend's house, but I don't ring the doorbell. I just stare through the window and text them, "Hey, I'm here." One time when someone else's family was playing Secret Santa, their grandma stole their own gift. Like, grandma stole grandma's gift? Like the gift that she bought? Because honestly, that's kind of an iconic move. That's kind of a really smart play. Like, you buy something that you want, and then you pray that you have a chance to, like, you know... This is also a rabbit! Why can't I click you? Anyways, you know, you buy something you want, and then you pray that you have a chance to steal it for yourself. Personally, I think that's really smart. And that kind of makes it so that no one knows that it's your gift. Oh, here's soccer ball. Dump truck, crescent hedgehog, crescent moon. Wait, I don't think I've ever seen a crescent moon. What the heck? Well, here's one. This entire time, I don't think I've seen a crescent moon. What the hecky? I was supposed to take part in like a white elephant this year. Unfortunately, that did not pan out because I had to go on my trip. But it was really funny when I was prepping for it because it was my first time doing white elephant with these people, and I was friends with one of them, and I had already chosen what I wanted to put for the white elephant. I was going to do jigsaw puzzles. I had some really nice jigsaw puzzles that I wanted to put out for white elephant. So I had wrapped everything up, and I'm talking to my friend, right? And the two of us aren't telling each other what we got. But because this was my first time doing white elephant with these people, I just kind of wanted to get a better idea of like, oh, what things were popular in the past, you know? What things did people like? What can I expect, kind of thing. And she was like, oh, you know, don't worry about it. There's always like a huge range of different things. Different things are popular every time. Like last year, like these gummies were really popular. However, it seems like consistently the things that aren't popular are jigsaw puzzles. And I'm just here like frozen, like awkwardly laughing. Is that so? And she goes, so you already chose your presents, right? And I was like, yeah, totally. So not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad that the trip kind of pulled me away and I wasn't able to participate in that white elephant because that would have been really awkward. Whole family went, who bought her those? And she literally went, oh yeah. So she gave herself away. You know what? Grandma has big brain moves. Godzilla. Oh wait, there's a little cat inside here. That's so cute. Where else could a crescent moon be? Here. Oh, I'm missing two. Look, these ducks are kissing. I think. Or it just kind of looks like they have a bit of string or saliva between them. Do ducks have saliva? I can't believe that's something I'm asking. Moon. Okay, I'm just missing one more moon, one more rabbit, one more elf. What the heck? I guess it would make sense that ducks have saliva. I think that makes sense because I think one in China, I don't know if any other culture has it, but China, we have bird spit soup. Or like bird's nest soup, but then the bird's nest is held together by saliva, bird saliva, allegedly. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, you know what? Let's use Santa Claus's hint in here. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Star, candy cane. Hello? What am I missing here? Bonjour. Oh, right here. Oh my god, I am blind. Holy cow. Mushrooms, socks, or candy canes? Let's go with candy canes. What? Yeah, it's bird nest soup. I'm pretty sure that's a... Hold on. Yeah, edible bird's nest soup, also known as swallow nests, are bird's nests created from solidified saliva but edible swiftlets. Yeah. And apparently it's really good for you, so... Yeah, it's really good for you, especially for the skin. So a lot of people are like, oh, you're a girl, you need to have this more. And I think it's pretty expensive to get. It doesn't taste bad, so... The more you know. Oh man! I was there was only 6 candy canes. I don't know why I expected each one of these to be like a separate item. Candy cane, candy cane, no candy, candy, candy cane. Are there any candy? Oh, there's a mushroom here. Mushroom, mushroom. Why are there mushrooms? Are mushrooms a thing in like some culture? Huh. And is this elf just drinking alone? Poor thing. Wait, I thought these didn't count. What the heck? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Confuzzled. Oh, what? Those were candy canes? Oh no. Da, 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 da. Where did I get that knowledge from? What knowledge? The one about bird's nest soup? Because I've had it. Because I've had it. I think I've especially had it when Mama Bun was pregnant. Yeah, so mainly for special occasions because they're pretty expensive. Bird's nest soup. Was it good? It was good. I think it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. Because then it may have been solidified saliva, but once you put it into like once you cook it, it kind of tastes like nothing. So like depending on how you make the soup, you know, it's just kind of like an extra ingredient. It's kind of like a slippery. It's like vermicelli noodles, like those glass vermicelli noodles, the really thin ones. Texture's kind of like that, but more like breakable. Not gonna lie, I always just drank it thinking that my parents were lying to me that it was bird saliva. So now that I'm older and I know that it's real, I've already been having it. I've already had it a few times, so it never bothered me. Because, I mean, I've already had it before and nothing happened to me and it tasted all right, right? Now, if I was told and if I believed that it was saliva, if I knew and I internalized that it was saliva before I had it the first time, that might change some things. But because I've already had it before, I kind of like realized that my parents weren't lying to me and that it was real saliva, that might change something. Dump truck, bears, or socks? Let's go with socks. 9 of them. Pinky socks. Oh, stockings also count. Oh, I guess those are stockings. Oopsie. Oh no, what happened to this doll? Someone's gonna get a pre-loved doll. Stocking. If it wasn't a problem before, wow. Exactly. So I guess it's never been a problem for me because, you know, it wasn't a problem for me before. You know what kind of became a problem for me? I feel like trypophobia. I never really knew what trypophobia was. Because in like, I don't know, like growing up, everyone talks about claustrophobia and stuff like that, but never like trypophobia. So I think in the last like 5-ish years, I think people started talking about, oh, I have trypophobia this, trypophobia that, and I was like, fear of little holes? No way. And then my family made shrimp one day, and I was eating shrimp, and I looked down at my shrimp, and this shrimp just had like little eggs still attached to it, and it, you know, shrimp eggs are really small. They're clumped together. They're black, and at that moment, I felt what people meant by trypophobia, because I could not finish eating shrimp that day. I immediately threw that thing onto my mom's plate. I was like, I can't eat this. And she was like, what do you mean? It's just shrimp egg. You can eat it. Kind of like salmon roe and stuff. But after looking at that up close, I couldn't. I realized what people mean by like trypophobia and stuff now. So now, like, if I see a bunch of little holes, you know, something like this is not going to bother me. But if it was like, you know, kind of biological looking and it was like, ugh, no, I can't. Nope. But if it was like a drawing of a bunch of little like holes, I don't think I would have a problem. At least I've never encountered it as a problem. Ooh, one more stocking. One more stocking. One more rabbit. One more elf. So is it bad because it reminds you of tiny eggs or something else? I don't know. I just looked at it and they were black. They were shiny. Ugh. It's more like imagining parasites a lot. Yeah, it's kind of, I think it's like the biological nature of it. Like, if it looks biological, then it's... no. Ugh. But if it was like something drawn, like those ornaments, like this ornament, it has a bunch of like little dots drawn. You know, I don't really feel anything about it. Because I guess it doesn't look biological. How about you guys? Are you guys afraid of anything? It doesn't have to be a phobia. Are you just like wary of anything? Also, I guess the ocean's also very scary. Like, I'm not scared of the ocean inherently. I could still go to the beach and everything. But sometimes I just think about how big the ocean is. How deep it is. How mysterious it is. You know, something that goes in is lost forever. That kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's not really a fear. It's just a, you know, a cautious wariness of the unknown, you know? Wasps. Wasps are pretty scary. Luckily, I don't think I've ever had really much encounters with wasps. Snakes are kind of cool. As long as they're, you know, in a controlled environment, I think snakes are really cool. So I don't agree with snakes there. But if I was alone with a snake, I would not approach. I would be, yes, I would avoid the snake. But oh, what the heck? I thought I already clicked that. Oh my god. Let's go with horsies. That was such a dumb... You're not afraid of things, you're afraid of the possibility of things. Like the possibility of someone... You know what? That's fair. That's actually a super valid, Boogie. That's actually a super valid fear. I feel like even if it's like not a phobia or something, I feel like just people would be afraid of stuff like that. Isn't that kind of like one of the reasons why people, you know, close their closet door before they go to bed? Why they check behind the shower curtains as soon as they get home, just in case? Da, 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 da. There we go. Dump truck, pyramids, or skates. I'm gonna go with skates. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. I love me some Avril Lavigne. Oh. Wasps are scary because they're jerks. Luckily, I've never really encountered like an actual wasp before. I think there was a time where there was like a wasp nest at outside my home. Luckily, I think it was already an abandoned slash dead one. So, yay! We didn't really have to deal with that. Thank goodness. From Mexico, where most snakes are poisonous and can go into houses. Okay, you know what? Yes, I think I would be scared of snakes too if I was in that situation. Oh, horsey. Oh wait, I forgot I was looking for horsies. One track mind. skates. One more pair of skates. It's always the last one. Oh, never mind. That was easy, actually. Dinosaur, mushroom, or hedgehog. The hedgehogs are cute, so I'm gonna go with hedgehogs. I might regret that because from what I remember, the hedgehogs are tiny. You're sorry, what? Pyramids? Pyramids? Wait, did someone mention pyramids? Speaking of pyramids, I rewatched Prince of Egypt. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Did you ever tell? Yes, you told me that. I don't remember the specifics because, you know, you guys know my memory. But yes, you told us about the snake. You go. You go, dude. Oh my god, what the hell? How am I supposed to find any mushroom when it crops up? Your biggest fear is getting run over. I think one of my biggest fears is dying painfully. Like, I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of a painful death. You know? Like, sometimes I just, like, think about it. I'm like, if that happens, I'd rather just be, you know... I'd rather just have it end instead of going through pain. That might be... That's really morbid of me, but you know... And then meanwhile, I'm out here on the road going like, run me over, I dare you. So I guess my actions don't really follow my fear. Run me over, I dare you. But if you do, can you make sure that it's like, you know, final? One of my favorite childhood authors, Robert Munch, he applied for medically assisted death. And I am very upset about that, but I also completely understand. I think my main thing about being upset is that, you know, he was my childhood icon. Kind of like Bob Ross. Dump truck, dinosaur, pyramids. Pyramid. Oh, is this the pyramid that you were talking about, Boogie? There are only 3 of them. Dinosaurs. I'm gonna do dump truck. Ooh! Oh, nice! If I find everything that could be found in one area, it... Oh, that's cool! That's really cool. I guess that makes it easier, so I'm not constantly looking in the same place. Nice! Yeah, I grew up reading Robert Munch's books. He had a lot of them. And I think he got really popular or like really famous when he wrote Love You Forever. And then The Paperback Princess, or no, not Paperback, Paper Bag Princess was also his book. I think those 2 were his like really popular like, breakout ones. But then he also had some other really famous ones that were illustrated by Martin Marchenko. And those 2 have kind of been like my icon for like forever. It's kind of crazy because I found out that apparently Love You Forever is really controversial. Even even though it's about like a mother loving her child a lot. And like, you guys are reading you're reading too much into this. Don't ruin storybooks just because you're reading too deeply into it. Dinosaurs. Rawr. Where did that come from? I think that was Max and Ruby. Dinosaurs. Rawr. Because the whole controversy is that the story is about it follows a mother raising her child, and she would always sing him the song like love you forever, love you for always, something something forever, something about like forever you'll be my baby or something like that, where she's rocking him to sleep. And it just follows her throughout her and her son's life. She would just pick him up before he goes to sleep, or even when he's asleep, they'll just rock him to sleep while singing the song. And I think people were like, oh, this is problematic because at one point in the story, he becomes a grown man, he moves out, but then she still creeps into his house to rock him to sleep. Well, like, he's asleep and she walks into his house to rock him. And people were like, that's really creepy, which it is. It is kind of creepy. I'm not saying it's not. But like, come on. Where is it? Where is everything? Like, sometimes I feel like we just need to take things as they are. That's from Peppa Pig. It's from Peppa Pig? I thought it was from Max and Ruby. Unless Max and Ruby had his version of rawr. Did you see that Max and Ruby, they have a new sister? What the heck? I feel like they need to stop giving these unaging cartoon characters siblings. You guys are unaging. How are you guys biologically having another sibling? So does Peppa Pig. Exactly! I feel like these... So does Pocoyo. Pocoyo also has a new little sister. Why are they all getting new little sisters? It's always little sisters, not little brothers. But like, these characters are... What? Reading too much into it. What a nice way to describe Twitter. This is why I'm not usually on Twitter. I have like a spree of when I'm on Twitter. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll take a look at what's there, but I don't interact with anything because... I love seeing all the different art and stuff on it. But also, not gonna lie, I get burnt out easily when it comes to social media, which is why sometimes I'll go and post like a gajillion things, and other times I post like nothing. Oh my god, I've been forgetting about the dinosaur, even though we were just talking about dinosaur. Here's a dinosaur. I'm reading too much into it. I know. See, I'm very self-aware that I overthink everything. But hey, that's the difference between me and someone else. I know I'm reading too much into it. I am very self-aware whenever I do stuff. No worries, sugar. You were looking at more of the Holiday Square story. Oh, right. It unlocked some more. Did you finish it? Is the entire thing out? Twitter art is crashing out right now. I heard. I got like DMs from a couple of friends talking about the whole AI thing. Talking about the whole AI. How was I supposed to tell that that was a hedgehog? Huh? Oh my god, that's also a hedgehog. Freaking heck. But yeah, I heard about the whole like AI. You can like ask Twitter AI to go like, oh, what if? Or and create stuff there. Nah. And apparently you can't, something about like you can't turn it off. Apparently even if you like kind of like opt out of AI in the perms, it does nothing. Supposedly. I don't know, I didn't get the full story. Wait, I think I know where the other one is. I think. Thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I thought I did. Never mind. Maybe I don't. Imagine being the poor elf having to deal with the mail around Christmas time. Oh, right there. Hehe. Whirligig toys. Whirligig toys. Whirligig toys. No, I'm gonna go with bears. Bears are cute. Bears, bunny, and dinosaur. How have I still not found the last bunny? The heck? Bears, bunnies, dinosaur. Rawr. Pocoyo having a little sister is the perfect reading into it because where are their parents? To be fair, most kids don't have parents. Because like where are Max and Ruby's parents? And they have a new sister. Every time I see this, I'm just reminded of Elizabeth from Gintama. You didn't get to finish, you ran out of coffee. See, that's my fear. I actually have a fear of like, you know, starting it and then running out of coffee and not being able to like finish it. Especially if I stream it, it's ugh. Dinosaur? Kitty cat. The Angel's talking about it in her server. You'll wait for your drama tubers to talk more about it. I don't usually follow this type of drama. I just wait for someone to TLDR it for me. Max and Ruby do have parents. I guess maybe I just never noticed. I know they have a grandma. And I also remember Ruby's best friend's name is Louise. I loved Max and Ruby growing up. Some of the cartoons I watched growing up. Max and Ruby. Blue's Clues? I loved Blue's Clues. Bugs Bunny or just anything from the Looney Tunes. Like Warner Brothers series. Love that. Ooh, yes. That's kind of satisfying. I kind of love that they do that. What else have I watched? Oh, Tupi and Binu. Does anyone know Tupi and Binu? Tupi, Tupi, Binu, Binu. Tupi and Binu. Oh, Harry and His Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. Loved that show. Harry and His Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. Stegosaurus, Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, here's the rabbit! Oh my god. Jeez Louise. Whirling toy... bicycle? Gears. I haven't seen any gears. I'm gonna go with whirling toys. Most kids don't have parents that got dark. That's not what I meant and you know it. Here's another whirling toy. Bear. 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 No, that's not a... Okay, whatever. You dislike that your childhood shows are cut off and only show up rarely now. I dislike that my childhood shows are getting like rebooted with like 3D or like CGI versions. I don't know. I'm glad that it's coming up so that like other kids can watch it, but I hate that it feels wrong. I don't like change. There we go. I dislike change. But I enjoy the fact that Steve left Blue's Clues because he went to college. Thank you, Steve. Wow Wow Wubsy? I've never heard of Wow Wow Wubsy before. The Animaniacs! You know, you guys know that my brother is really into like country and flags, and if you don't know that, I have a video, a really old video, like the audio is really chopped, of us going through like the country flags. So he knows his countries very well, and I showed him the Animaniacs, the countries of the world. He loved it. Steve making his own show. Was it a show or was it a podcast? Where it's basically like a whole podcast of him basically going like, oh, you know, like I'm here, we're gonna talk about things, we're gonna talk about growing up. It was a video. My brother is so freaking good at recognizing like countries and flags and stuff. Maybe I'll do like another one day. The audio for that video was so bad, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. You know, it's only gonna it'll have to just get better from there, right? Right? Lenny the guinea pig. Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming? The Wonder Pets? And they'll have you? Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming too, we're the Wonder Pets. And what is it? We'll have you? We'll save you? We got you? We'll... something you. Save you? I think it might be save you. Oh my god, freaking heck. I kept passing by this. I should have known. I should have known, but I was looking for a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here's another whirligig toy. I feel like there's gotta be something hidden in here eventually. Just not now. Lenny, Tuck, and Ming Ming too. We're the Wonder Pets. Something. Oh, and then the Backyardigans and the Bernstein Bears, they have amazing theme songs. Love the theme songs. Bear in the Big Blue House, yes. But I never watched Out of the Box. I've never even heard of it. There we go. Nice. Mushrooms or bicycles? Oh god, mushrooms are so small. You know what? I'm gonna go for a mushroom just so I can get it out of the way. Ah, okay, there was a mushroom here. There was a mushroom here. Why are they asking me to look for something that small? That's illegal. Out of the box was making stuff at home. Oh, that reminds me of Art Attack. I loved Art Attack. Did anyone else watch Art Attack, please? Please, Neil Buchanan? Oh my god, that dinosaur. Freaking bicycle. The only thing you know about the Backyardigans are the memes. The theme song for the Backyardigans is actually really good. Sometimes I'll actually just play old cartoon theme songs as like my background music. Obviously, I don't think I can do it on stream, but you know, it's one of those things, it's like classical music. Sometimes I'll just play it in the background while I'm doing stuff. I also kind of love the fact that we have Tasha, we have Pablo the penguin, Tasha the hippopotamus, Austin the kangaroo, and then you have Uniqua. Like, hello? We suddenly just have an alien? I mean, okay. La bicyclette. La bicyclette. Le bicyclette, I don't know. Something bicyclette. No. Oh my god, guys, I can see the end of the tunnel. Oh my gosh. Why was Kid You so surprised that Lenny was a girl? Was it not obvious? Lenny's a girl? Like from Wonder Pets? I thought Lenny was a guy. I thought Lenny was male. I was today years old. No, generally, I thought Ming Ming was the only girl. Wow. You learn something new every day. Okay, gears. There's a bunch of gears here. Gear here, gear this, gear that, gear you. We're gearing up. What? Nice. Gear. Oh, that's not a gear, that's a wheel. Gear. Yes! Oh my gosh, guys. We're getting so close. You just started voting for round 3 of Kingdom of the Year. Why There's a form picture of Milky Way. Really? Now you make me want to vote just so I could see that. Mushroom. Yes! This is why I do random puzzle games, because it's so satisfying seeing everything come together. Frustration was worth it. Maybe. Bicycle and gear. There's gotta be either a bicycle or a gear in this panel. Bicycle or a gear. Does Santa's sleigh have gears? No. Oh, mushroom! It was a mushroom! Oh, I wasn't looking for a gear. I was... Oh my god. I was looking for mushroom. Mushroom or bicycle? Okay, what else? Where else am I missing something? Here. Mushroom or bicycle? Bicycle. Ooh, mushroom! Yes! Yes! Aww. That's so cute. Just finished cutting the ham for tomorrow, now to do your last minute wrapping. Do you have to hide from your family or like from anyone when you're doing your wrapping, say? Or is everyone already asleep by now? Okay, I'm gonna get the DLC. I hope you guys can't see this. You know what? I'm gonna switch to my chatting screen just so that I can get the DLC and hope that you guys don't see anything. Just in case. Oh, that one wasn't even 2025. Oops. That one wasn't even 2025. Which one did I play then? The heck? I exit that now. Extra level. Okay. We back. No, we're not. Where's my cursor? I lost my cursor. I found my cursor, kind of. There we go. Hi, Bella! Hello, hello! Merry Christmas Eve! Free level? That was not a free level, you jerk! I paid for that! Don't you be telling me that that was a free level? I did not pay like $1 for this, for you to call it a free level. Unless you meant like going back to the other level. I didn't. That was not a free level. I paid for that. Oh I have to find 200 things now? Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm definitely not gonna be able to find everything. Oh well, you know what? We keep going. It's only 8:30 right now. You lock yourself in your room. Yeah, it's really helpful to have a room that you can lock yourself in. Okay, hot chalky, a snow globe, and a Santa hat. Oh, look at this little guy over here. Okay. We put presents yesterday night, so they're there. All you know is you're getting a tablet to draw virtually. Nice! Oh my god, that's exciting. Bella's like, "Hey, forget all the other presents. Give me my my tablet." 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Dear Christmas, don't you look cute to me? I hope you guys can hear the music and I'm not just like humming to myself. Oh, even the tree has a little Santa cat. You hear the music? Good. You have to run from your car to your room as inconspicuously as possible. Okay, this is... I hope my sister's not lurking, because sometimes she does that. She better not be lurking. You know what? I'll tell this story after Christmas. That way I know that she's not lurking. You love when you post a short about your cookie pulls, but then someone asks about why you have 1 million gen. You know what? It's a valid question. And you know what? You get the engagement, so haha. There's another hot shocky. You're gonna play some Isaac? Binding of Isaac lives in LP's mind rent-free. Are these considered hot shocky? But this is hot shocky! You can't be telling me that this isn't hot shocky when I have hot shocky. Butterbeer latte. And they put it in the Harry Potter font. I see. I see you. I see what you're doing. Christmas Eve, the 24th. Here's another hot shocky. Candles. You know, also I unironically listen to some Christian music. Christian music is actually really good. Sometimes. Oh, a vacuum cleaner. Nice. Also, I grew up kind of going to church. So other than Christmas music, going to karaoke and singing Christmas music, I feel like I could hit you with the Away in a Manger. Some Joy to the World. Uh, 24th. Cute. That one. What else? Playing with sparklers inside just doesn't seem like a smart idea, but you know, you do you, boo-boo. This might be late to the party, but is my avatar supposed to be a cookie? Yes! Haha! This is my, my cookie model. Sometimes I like to bust it out because I don't actually have a live 2D model yet. But I have this one and I have my preschooler one. You know, sometimes when I feel like I need a trusted adult around. But yes, the art was drawn by Mabel. The rigger is the lovely Uriel again. Oh, and for everyone who is here, you will be the first to know that sneak information, but I am planning to show off my new model, my official model, in January. When in January, you may ask? Who knows? But I guess it could be a New Year's gift for myself and for you guys. Another one. I'm actually really excited. It looks really good, guys. I can't wake up tomorrow to go, oh yeah, it's Christmas. To be honest, with my sleep schedule, I will be awake until way past midnight. So I guess it's, you know what? Christmas for me doesn't start until I actually wake up. Very cute. Thank you. Da, 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 da. New bottle. Yes. Yes. The angel saw work in progress. You just need confirmation. Wonder if it's emo Ruko. One day I will hit you with emo Ruko. Oh my gosh, this person, their internet is not working for them. Oh look, it's someone's undies. I need more hot chocolate. And a snow globe? Oh. Socks, scarves, bells. I'm gonna go with bells. Because I feel like I've seen a few bells. Shadows and whistles. But yes, I just need to think about what I might do for like the reveal. Because I do want to do... I don't want to do anything too crazy. But you know, I want to do a little something special. Bells. Ba, 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 ba. Bells. Hot Chalky. And Santa hat. I get so sad now because everywhere I go, not a lot of houses are decorated for Christmas anymore. The ones that do go all out, but then the ones that, you know, it's kind of sad. There's another Santa hat. That's not a Santa hat. Bells. Bells. The bells of Notre Dame. Maybe Emo Ruko will play Binding of Isaac? Likely not. I think Emo Ruko is just, she's a faker, okay? Well... I was going through my emo phase, my hot topic phase. And while that phase hasn't left me completely, you know, I've moved on. There's no more emo Ruko. You suddenly don't like emo Ruko very much. Come on. She's trying her best. She was trying her best. Why is this kid standing on the window? Who's letting this child stand on their windowsill? Bad parenting. Do not bully me on Christmas Eve. Where? Oh, where? Hot Chalky? Oh my god, hot Chalky. I love me some hot Chalky. Question, are you guys dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate fans? Because for me, it's milk chocolate. I do enjoy myself some dark chocolate nowadays, once in a while, but it has to have like, you know, dried fruit and stuff in it because I am a child. And I have a sweet tooth. Emo Ruko calls me like a green goblin man. Cookies and cream? That's not really... Is that chocolate? Cookies and cream would be white chocolate, right? White chocolate with some cookies in it, right? Milk chocolate? Milk chocolate? You had too much dark at once when you were younger and it made you throw up. That was me with fruit gummies. Growing up, I had fruit gummies and my favorite were the orange ones. And I ate so many orange fruit gummies that I threw them up. And then I didn't have them for years after that because I was scarred. There we go. Holly Calendar's cake. Let's go with calendar. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate's pretty freaking good. It's also very, like, you know, it's just classic, you know? I feel like you can't really go wrong. One of my coworkers, we'll call him John for John Doe. He gave me an advent calendar. And he gave it to me right before December. And obviously I had all the intention of opening them one a day. However, I had to go on my sudden trip, right? So I couldn't open it. And then when I got back from the trip, you know, I just wasn't really feeling chocolate. So I asked my sister if she wanted it. Plus, like, all the chocolates there were dark chocolate, and my sister really likes dark chocolate. So I was like, hey, you want to have this advent calendar? So she's been going through the advent calendar kind of like daily, catching up to the days. However, what we kind of didn't... Like, we knew that it was kind of like artisan chocolates, like the fancy type. They're not just like, oh, you know, like a little hazelnut chocolate or anything. It wasn't anything like that. Like, there will be like ginger, turmeric chocolates. You know, it's like little dark chocolates that had like some ginger in it. Some of it has like turmeric. Some other ones have like cardamom, and it was just a bunch of ones like that. However, my sister kind of lost the sheet that tells you what each one was. So she's just been eating them, and because they're artisan and we are all children, they didn't taste amazing. So she looks at me dead in the face and she goes like, Ruko, I think John may be trying to poison you. I didn't mention anything to John. I just, you know, I thanked him for the chocolates, and then that was that. I don't have a sophisticated palate. And then I was talking to another coworker who also got chocolates from John, and her only like gripe was that they were not alcoholic chocolates. And I was like, oh, now I really feel like a child. You got a gift kind debit card. You're gonna spend it irresponsibly on merch. You know what? If it makes you happy, then it's not irresponsibility. You know, you're looking out for your own mental health. I should not be condoning this, but you know, spend it on things that make you happy, and then it's not irresponsible. Ding! Your mom just opened it one day? On one day. Nice. And then I'm guessing you got the rest? Advent chocolate gacha real. I actually have no idea where we put that little sheet that tells you what each chocolate was. I opened like the first day and then I took a bite and it was the ginger one and I was like, oh. And I was like, hey, do you want this? To my sister. And she had a bite and she was like, oh. And I was like, you want the rest? And she said yes. So technically it was of her own volition. Always pulling ones, exactly. As long as bills are paid, it's not irresponsible. Yes, get all of your priority items, get all of your needs out of the way first. And then after that, it's not irresponsible because you got your needs out of the way. Finance. I'm sure your financial advisors love me for that advice. Up, up. Here's another bell. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. I feel like Christmas and like Christian songs are the only songs I can sing on key. Any other song, I will go so off key. What the heck? Okay. What am I missing? Santa hat? How am I still missing cats? You would think cats are the easiest thing for me to find. What the hecky? At least I think that was the music in the background. I think I had it turned down a little too much on my end. Not financial advice. Exactly. Disclaimer, do not take me as real advice for anything. Not just financial advice. Don't take me for advice for anything. Disclaimer, this bunny doesn't know what she's talking about. At all. At any point. Do not listen to her. Listen to her at your own risk. She cannot be held liable for your poor choices. And poor choice number 1 will be listening to me. Except for now. Listen to me when I say don't listen to me. Here's another holly. It was giant. How did I miss that? Very easily, apparently. Santa, I'm still looking for those new eyes. Oh my god, how did I miss that cat? Ah, There's nothing wrong with indulging once in a while. Exactly. Definitely, I'm your own. Yep. Same. Listen, if I had a true love and he started giving me a bunch of birds, I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do, but no one needs a partridge in a pear tree. No one needs that many turtle doves. No one needs... What was it? How... There was a bunch of birds. 3 French hens. Like, no one needs that many birds. I'll take the 5 golden rings though, you know? Let's go with Candles without the E. It's not that I don't like birds. It's not that I don't like birds. It's just no one needs that many birds, okay? No one needs like 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, here's a candle. You know, when they said that I got the DLC, I was not actually expecting like a whole other like map to open up. But you know what? I guess this is kind of bang for my buck, right? That's a paintbrush. Here's a candle. Here's another candle. Nice. I should just have a stream where I just catch up on all the games that I will be unable to finish. Like if I can't finish this, then I'll complete this and then like, you know, do a stream where I'm just like completing everything. Oh, here's another holly that I somehow missed. What the heck? There's another one. Here's another one. Hi Nick, hello, hello. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve. If you celebrate, if you don't, happy holidays. Oh, here's another one. Man, those hollies are so big. How am I missing them? I ask myself stuff like that all the time. How am I missing them? Achievement hunting stream. Except the only achievement I'm hunting for is just completion. You took a sleepy gummy so you might vanish? That's okay. Have a good sleep. Enjoy your sleep. And then you wake up and it'll be Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler. Happy Candelabra. Very happy to try digital. Digital art is so different from like traditional. Like there will be a bit of like a learning curve, but once you get into it, I think it'll be really fun. Because I haven't actually gotten completely into it yet. There's still so much to learn. You're not gonna go to sleep yet? But okay. Stay for as long as you need to, but in advance, sleep well. Just in case you like pass out on us or something. The sleepy gummy. Da, 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 da. Sometimes I wonder if like sleepy gummies actually work. I guess it does work for some people, but I feel like I will be so busy thinking about it that I don't know if I would actually be able to fall asleep with it. Like I feel like I would like reverse placebo myself into like a sleepy gummy not working. Like I'll be so busy thinking about it that I don't know if, you know. Go back to the evil run of the radio game where the killer wins. Will it let me do that? Killer frequency is like... I think that's like the game that is closest to a horror game that I did by myself. And the story was so good. Sometimes I still think about Killer Frequency. It's such a good story. Like, it wasn't too challenging, and the story was so good. But also me spamming the save button just in case. Oh my god, this holly was so big. How the heck did I miss it? Ah! Okay, clocks. If you take them too often, yeah, they lose their strength. That's what I think a lot of people say. Same with like caffeine. Yeah, like drinking too much coffee. Unfortunately for me, I don't drink coffee, right? So if I do have some caffeine, it keeps me awake forever. Even if I only have a little bit of it, it keeps me awake. It was great for those like late night all-nighters. You know, trying to finish a paper. But nowadays, if I just want to, you know, I just want to stay awake for work. And then end up staying awake for like the rest of the night. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I signed up for. But then caffeine is like a drug, right? So people who drink it too often, that's also not a good thing because they'll end up getting like headaches and stuff from it, right? That's what I was told anyway. It's like they need their hit of caffeine. Oh my god, Santa's a cat too! Freaking heck! Duh! I did not have caffeine today. How did I pass out and I'm still sleepy? Eek. I don't think there will be any cake over here, maybe. But then again, games like this surprise me. I love these little gingerbread bears or something. Cats? Gingerbread cats? Your big coffee corpo's making me sleepy. Oh, you know what was kind of really funny? So I was at work and like I said, I don't drink coffee, so I don't use the coffee maker. But you know, you guys know I work legal, so lawyers and coffee, match made in heaven. So a bunch of people in my at work drink coffee, and I was just working away when one of our directors came up to me and was like, "Hey, I don't know who to email, but our coffee machine, like it's not really dispensing anything properly. Could you help me reach out to someone who can help us with that?" So I was like, okay, you know what? I know who to email. So I emailed. I was like, hey, the coffee machine is not dispensing properly. Could we have someone take a look? Maybe get someone to do maintenance on it. And I was really hoping that that was enough information, because if they were like, oh, what do you mean by not dispensing properly? I wouldn't know. I don't drink coffee. That was all the information I had. So then I saw that one of the people from that department came up to take a look at the coffee machine, and then later they came up to me and they stood in front of me, and I just stared up at him and I was like, hi. And he goes, hi, so the coffee machine, it's not dispensing properly. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so we're gonna need to get a maintenance person in to look at it. And I was like, yeah, because that's exactly what I wrote in the email. It's not dispensing properly and we might need a maintenance person to come in and look at it. But he basically reiterates that to me. He's like, the coffee's not dispensing properly. We might need to get a maintenance person in. And I'm just here like, yes. And then there was just silence between the two of us for a little bit, because I'm like, what am I supposed to say to this? Like, am I supposed to call the maintenance person? I don't know how to call the maintenance person. So we're just staring at each other. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, sorry, this is not my area of expertise. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, no kidding. I was like, okay, so you're gonna call the maintenance person? And he's like, someone will call. And then he leaves, and I'm like, okay. Okay, I guess. Thanks. Like, it gave the same energy. I told this story before, but about the time when I was at work and my computer was not working. So I contacted IT to take a look at my computer, and they remoted into my computer. And for half an hour, I was just sitting there twiddling my thumbs while the IT person was going through my computer trying to figure out what was going on. And then the IT person goes like, hey, Kiriko, looks like your computer's not working. And I was like, yes. And she goes, do you mind if I try to fix it? And I was like, I thought that was what you were doing. What? Yes, do it. Fix my computer. Like, what is up with me asking for help and these people basically telling me that I need help? Like, yes, I know I need help. That's why I'm contacting you. Okay, bye, Boogie. Merry Christmas. Rico lives in a constant state of just tired. That's what happens when you don't fall to the big corpos, you know? The maintenance person will get a more experienced maintenance person. Okay, it was kind of funny because after that, I just see them heading to our I see him walking into the kitchen, and so I passed by the kitchen and he was in there working to see what was wrong with the coffee machine. And then a few, like 5 minutes later, I passed by again and there are two people in there looking at the coffee machine to see if they can fix it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I walked by again in another 5 minutes, and now there were three people in there looking at our coffee machine. And I was like, oh, I hope it really isn't broken. Lawyers kind of live off of caffeine. I would be like, you don't say, in the most sarcastic way. I was definitely thinking it. I was thinking that in my head. I was like, don't tell. I just wasted 30 minutes just for you to tell me that my computer wasn't working when that was what I wrote in the ticket. And then My favorite part is when she asked me for permission to try to fix my computer. I was like, I thought that's what we were working on this whole time. Like I thought that was what you were doing. 9 to 5 really be like that. Did they end up replacing the entire coffee maker? Here's the thing, they actually didn't fix it yet. They didn't they contacted the maintenance people, but the maintenance people were like, "Hey, it's Christmas. We're not coming out there." And you know what? That's fair. They're like, "We'll deal with this in the new year." And we're like, "Okay." They hit us with the, "We'll circle back after the holidays." So, our coffee machine I mean, it is what it is, but that just made me laugh. "Hey, I need help." Seems like you need help. Yes. Yes, that is what I need. Thank you. Gingerbread. Okay, that is a gingerbread. Good to know. But I need cat angels. Angels? Cat angels. This is not Joy to the World. Why am I thinking that this is Joy to the World? Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Oh, I think this is Fa La 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 La. Which one is that? Deck the Halls? Is Deck the Halls the song that goes fa la 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 la? Is that the one? Deck the Hall. Is that Deck the Halls? Yes, I think that is Deck the Halls. If I don't drink coffee, do I have anything else during the day? Tea. Like chrysanthemum tea, green tea, matcha. So it is a bit of caffeine. It's not a lot of caffeine, but it's some caffeine. And of course, like sugary drinks. I do drink some sugary drinks. Hit me with some Milkis, some Ramune, some soda, some... not sparkling water. I don't like sparkling water. Oh, French vanilla is also not bad. Because it's mostly sugar. It's mostly sweet and not really coffee. So I can do French vanilla, I can do a mocha. Basically any coffee that is actually sweet, like more sugar and cream than it is coffee, I can drink. Oh, and I can drink like a McDonald's iced coffee. Never forget that time I drank 3 of those. Because my mom didn't want hers, my dad didn't want his, and he had bought like 3 meals and he decided to go for coffee for all of them. But we didn't want it to go to waste, so high schooler Kiriko just ended up drinking 3 large iced coffees from McDonald's. She did not sleep that night. Nope. High schooler Kiriko didn't drink coffee, but when she did, she drank 3 of them immediately. uh... Deck the halls with balls. Oh, it's the 12 days of Christmas again. Holy moly, 3 soulmates. Legend says that Ruko is still... That's probably why That's probably why my sleep schedule is so messed up. Even years later. Years later, I'm still feeling the effects of those 3 coffees. You know what? That's canon now, okay? That is now the official reason why I can't sleep at night. It's because of those 3 coffees. But you know what? McDonald's iced coffee tastes pretty good. Oh, I didn't want it. I didn't want... Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Sparklers, cones, or letters? Let's do this one. Letters. Here's another letter. Dang, these people just be putting their letters everywhere. And the scapegoat of the family. I think it was my dad had gotten 4 meals. All of them had coffee in it. I think my mom might have taken one of them and drank half, so she didn't give that one to me. But my dad had gotten coffee for all 4 meals because he figured, like, you know, he and my mom work. They drink coffee. He was like, I'm just gonna get coffee, you know. It's like the dollar drink days or whatever. So he figured he would just get coffee for all of that. And the one who ended up drinking most of it was me. Let's do gingerbread. The gingerbreads are cute. I need 15 of them. Oh, look at how tiny they are. McDonald's coffee is good for the price. Like, yeah, like for $1, and I get like a what is it? Was it a large? Is it $1 for a large or like just a medium, or is it just any size? I think it's $1 for any size. So my dad just went for like large because if you're gonna spend $1 anyway, you might as well get the biggest one, right? So my dad just got the large. I think that was the whole thing. You can get like it's dollar drink day, so you can like for $1 you can get any drink. Except now they changed it. At least in Canada they changed it so that it's not $1 for any size now. I think you can only get one size. I think you can only get like the medium for $1. At least I think that was what it was last summer. And then if you want any further discount, you have to use the freaking app. I'm so sick of corporations trying to get us to use their stinking little app. Like sometimes I will sometimes I'll only go to a place because they have good deals, and then they'll be like, "Oh, in order to get this deal, you have to have the app." And I'm like, "Oh, for Pete's sake. Now you're just gonna lose whatever little business I was gonna give you. You probably don't care, but like uh, they just want to know our locations at all time." Exactly. Like logically, I have nothing to hide, but at the same time, you don't need to know this information, and I'd rather not give it to you. I get enough scam calls already. We don't need fast food places. Yep. The really scary scam calls and stuff are the ones where they already know our names and stuff. Like, hello? I think, who was it? There was someone on the internet who was like, anytime I got those letters that are asking for like donations and stuff with like a prepaid envelope, the guy said that he would just shove that letter into the prepaid envelope and send it back to the sender. So that sender will have to pay for like that prepaid envelope and still get no donation. And I was like, that's kind of genius. Because I'm pretty sure with prepaid envelopes, they have to pay first. They have to pay to get the envelopes printed, and then after that, if the envelope gets used, then it gets charged. Like it gets tabbed to the person who sends. So basically means they have to pay for both the envelope printing and to pay for the shipping. And I was like, oh, I kind of love that. They have some weird sizes for their coffee. Mocha only has medium. Really? I don't really order anything, any sort of like coffees from McDonald's other than just like their standard iced coffee or like their vanilla iced coffee. And that's usually only on dollar drink days. Wait, you guys have 7-Eleven in America, right? Like the US has 7-Elevens? Yes, they do. They do. I don't know why I thought they didn't, but I'm pretty sure they do. Do you guys have, does your 7-Elevens have those, have 7-Eleven Day? So like on July 11th, they give out like free Slurpees? Because that's one of the only times I go to 7-Eleven for free Slurpees. Though 7-Eleven's pizza is actually not bad. Like their 7-Eleven pizza is actually really not bad. I don't go specifically for their pizza, but sometimes like if I'm passing by, you know, free Slurpee day, I might as well buy myself a pizza because that's the only time I ever go to the 7-Eleven anyway. That's how they get you. And that's how they got me. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Submitting. Mitten. Sock. Any other mittens? Laundry? More stockings. I don't see anything else. Mitten? Where? Oh, here on the ground. Makes sense, I guess. I was notorious for losing things during winter. My scarf, my mittens, my gloves, anything I could lose, I will lose. I'm a natural loser. You still do bring your own cup day? What is bring your own cup day? Is that the thing where you can bring your cup and you can just fill up your Slurpee to however big and it's just like a standard price? Like for one price you can fill up your however big your cup is with the Slurpee? That sounds wrong. Welcome back, Boogie. Weren't you gonna go to sleep or something, or were you just leave? Did you just leave? Christmas present for. I have an AirTag. Fun fact: I wanted an AirTag for the longest time because I was constantly losing things. But like, so during a work dinner, there was a raffle, and I actually won. I won a raffle. And one of the prizes, the prize that I chose was the AirTag. But once I had it, I didn't know what to put it on. I was like, oh no, I have to choose which items I think are the most, you know, important to me. You know, like do I put it on my bag? Do I put it on my keys? Do I put it on like my work bag? Do I put it on like I just have too many things. I can't get an AirTag for everything. Yeah, the people. Yes, I've seen people bring like the craziest things as cups. Like they would bring like giant containers, like Tupperware and stuff. You thought I would lose the AirTag. Okay, listen. I made I may lose things. But no way, right? You need to cook your microwave? What? Ooh, go Boogie. Go do your drawing. That's why they sell them in packs of 4. Okay, but my workplace was cheap. They split the pack of 4 into 2, so I only had 2. So we wish you a Merry Christmas. Is that this song? And a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your man. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Is that the song? It doesn't sound like it. It kind of sounds like it, but it doesn't sound like it. Oh, did I tell you guys that my own boss mistook me for someone else again? This is the second year in a row, and it's at the same party that she mistook me for someone else. Like last year, it made sense for her to mistaken me for someone else because at that time I wasn't working under her yet. But this year I was working under her. my work area is right outside her office. And I was sitting next to her. We were chatting, and for a solid 5 minutes, we were just talking, and I didn't realize that she didn't know who I was. We didn't realize until she started introducing me to someone. Again? Yeah. Last year, um, so HR is the one who puts on the work holiday party, right? Because they're HR. Um, and in HR there is you guys already know I'm Chinese. So there is another girl in HR who's also Chinese. I think we look kind of alike, kind of in the way that everyone goes like, "Oh, you know, Asians all look the same," you know, in that way. Um, but like we don't dress alike. We have like similar hair, but we don't dress alike. So, anyways, HR puts on the party, and the director of HR is doing his little speech of thank you to everyone who made this year so special, blah blah blah. And I would especially like to thank, I'm gonna call her Jane for Jane Doe. I would especially like to thank Jane for organizing everything. Without her, we would never be able to accomplish all of this. Blah 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 blah. And everyone applauded, and then we went on with the party. And then later in the washroom, I ran into the director who would now become my boss in the next year, but I didn't know that. But I ran into her, and in the washroom, and she's about to leave. I'm about to wash my hands, and she goes, "Oh, good work." And I'm like, thanks. Like, thanks? It's always nice to be thanked for, the work you do. But she goes, "Good work." And I'm like, thanks. And then she leaves, and then she pokes her head back in, like she's about to say something. She pauses, and I'm like, yeah. And she goes like, she just pats me on the shoulder, and then she leaves. And I'm like, she totally thought I was Jane. She totally thought I was Jane Doe. And then this year, now that I'm working under her, like I said, I work directly for her now. I work right next to her office. And this year, for the holiday party, they had the whole bingo thing where it's like, oh, find a coworker who went to Taylor Swift. Find a coworker who flew to 3 countries this year. Find those bingos, like the icebreaker bingos. So I was sitting next to my director, because like she was like, oh, do you know anyone who's done any of this? So I'm sitting next to her. It's been like 5-10 minutes. We're talking. I'm telling her about like different people who could work, like, oh, I'm blah 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 blah, and this person, oh, this person has seen Taylor Swift, I know that. We're talking, and then this other worker from work, we don't work together or anything. She's in a different department, but she comes up and she looks at me and she goes like, "Are you HR?" And I'm like, "Oh, for Pete's sake, not again," And I'm like, "No, I'm not HR." And then my director, who's really into this bingo thing, like she's really, really into this bingo thing, she looks at this person and goes, "Hey, do you fit any of this?" And that woman looks so taken aback. She's like, what? I'm looking for HR." And my director goes, "Okay, but do you fit any of this?" And she's like, "What? Where's HR?" And I saw HR in the room next to us, so I was like, "Oh, she's in there." But my director was not letting this poor woman go. She was just there like, "Do you fit any of this?" And she's like, "I actually have HR right here." And she points at me, and I'm like, "What?" And the woman looks at me and she goes like, "You're HR?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not HR." She's like, And my director goes like, yeah, Jane is right here. And I'm like, director? And she looks at me and she goes, oh, you're one of mine. And I'm like, no, thanks. I feel really appreciated. Oh, you're one of mine. Oh my god. Like, woman, you just see me pretty much every single week. But anyway, she went right back into it. She went right back into her she went right back to her bingo, and I had to direct the poor other woman towards the real Jane. And I'm like, oh my god, this is a whole gong show. No one's listening to what I'm saying. I wonder if she's gonna do 3 for 3. I wonder if we'll do 3 for 3 next year. Let's see if she'll mistaken me again. To be fair, she's not the only person who's mistaken me for Jane. Like, a few other people have mistaken me for Jane before. Especially when they come up to me and they just start talking. Like, they just start yapping about something that I don't know about, but they expect me to know. Like, during that Christmas party, like this year's Christmas party, I actually had multiple people coming up to me and saying like thank you for the party and stuff. There we go. Yay! Completion! But yeah, I had multiple people coming up to me, and you know, they're usually just saying thank you. They're not here to make conversation. So usually I'll just accept the thank you, and then I'll just let the real Jane Doe know like, hey, FYI, this person from this department said thank you. Just in case you need, just in case, I feel like you just need to know this. I just started wearing something completely different. Maybe elf ears. Maybe I'll like take off my ears one day, you know? Like get rid of my bunny ears or something. It was just like quiet and sneaky at work. I remember this one time there was like this new hire who had to obviously do orientation with Jane Doe, and I knew that. I was the one who led him to her. And then after that, later that day, what was it? He runs into me again and he goes, wow, you must think I'm really funny, huh? Because like I missed that thing and blah 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 blah. And I'm just here staring at him blankly. I'm like, yeah. Yes. And then he leaves and I'm like, what? And then the other day, it was another woman who was, I was waiting for her at the elevator. And usually when people talk to me and think that I'm Jane, I can usually get away with it pretty easily. I'll just smile and nod and laugh a little, and they'll be like, oh, you know, haha, we'll get on the elevator, we'll get off, whatever. But not this time. Because then this time she mentioned something and I'm laughing it off. I'm like, haha, yeah, haha. She was like, wow, I wonder, my email must have been pretty funny, huh? And I was like, yeah, haha. Yeah, funny. I don't know. I'm just agreeing. And then I didn't really agree. I just kind of like laughed a little awkwardly. And then she turns to me and she goes like, actually, I have a question. I just wanted some clarification on that email you sent me about the blah, 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 blah. And at that moment, I was like, I can't hide this any longer. I'm so sorry, but I think that you mistook me for Jane. And she hits me with the, wait, so who are you? And I was like, oh, I'm Ruko. I work on this other floor at this department. And she was so apologetic that she spent the entire elevator ride apologizing. And I was just doing my best to get her to stop apologizing. I was like, no, you know what? You're not the first one. My own boss mistakens me for Jane. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. But yes, I don't think this is ever gonna end. I'm just there cosplaying as Jane Doe at work. Do I want to be Jane Doe? I don't think I want to be Jane Doe. I don't want to be the one dealing with HR stuff. HR gets really busy, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. Because anytime I talk to Jane, she's always talking about how busy she is, and she always looks exhausted because she has like various events to plan, various policies and stuff that she needs to deal with, new hires and stuff. So I'd rather not be Jane. Yay! Look at that. Santa's Workshop. I'm actually pretty happy with this game. They have a few other ones. I think they have a New Year one. Maybe I'll do that one for New Year's. Yes. Actually, let me take a look now. Actually, I'm gonna switch here so you guys can at least hear some music while I'm looking at this. Yeah, they have multiple Christmas ones. Which one did I play? Oh, I think the one that I played today is the Christmas 2024 one. Oh my gosh, they have Hidden Cat's Cookie Town. Maybe I'll play that one day. Halloween. Oh, I could have done the Halloween one. Etherpunk? What's etherpunk? What genre is etherpunk? Steampunk? Like, I know steampunk, I don't know etherpunk. Ooh, all of these look cute. Maybe after the whole Hidden Through Time, maybe I'll go ahead and do all the Find All. Fun. Okay. So Christmas, New Year's, and Christmas 2025. Should have done those ones instead. Oopsie. Oh well. You remember this episode from the TV about how much it sucks for Donald not be able... Donald? There are a few Donalds out there. Donald of the United States? Donald Duck? Donald Duck. Okay. We love our bunny. How is she? Bunny is fine. Bun fine. I could... You know, I thought about streaming today in bun mode. In bunny mode. But I decided I'm gonna go with this one instead. Donald Duck. Wait, why can't Donald Duck enjoy Christmas? Am I missing something? Probably. Oh, migration. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. I feel like I should have figured that out for myself. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna end stream here. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. Maybe I'll still stream before the new year. I think. So I'll see you guys before the new year, but Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Spend some time with family, spend some time with loved ones. And if you don't have those, spend some time with streamers, I don't know, online friends, stuff like that. And hopefully you guys enjoy yourself. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.